How is everybody? It is indeed night shift, and about to walk with Cassie, getting bundled up right now because otherwise the hands get cold. Cassie, come here, Cassie. Okay, Cassie, I need to put you on camera here in a second. Where's Cassie? Right there. Okay. So, about to walk down the road. It's about to get dark, but I wanted to start by saying hello first. And yeah, going to talk about all the exciting things heading our way. And I got some, check that out. Can you see it? No, wait, let me go to the road. Unveiling the first Christmas lights. But I'm not even going to call them Christmas lights. I'm just going to call it the yard of life. How's that? So it's hard to appreciate, but I just got a little runway that goes along the driveway, and then it's going around the door, which is just a one-car garage, not very big, but that is the beginning. Maybe I'll add more in a week or two. That's kind of how I make it easy on myself. I start early, and then I just occasionally throw in a little bit more decoration. You can't see the tree over here, but last year I put all my lights around the tree, and I called it the Tree of Life. So yeah, I got a little extra light out here. You can see my Christmas light face. So house, going down the driveway, then down the sidewalk just a little bit. So yeah, actually my neighbor inspired me across the street. I don't know if you can see that, but they put up lights nice and early about 5 days ago. And I was like, all right, game on. Because last year I was like a month or more ahead of everybody. And I was wondering if anybody was going to do lights. And then, I don't know, that last week or two before Christmas, people started catching on, seeing more their neighbors. Thanks, Donna. Yeah, I don't know, those are kind of like the basic Christmas tree lights, the colors. It's like red, green, yellow, and blue, I think. But I like it. So I guess lucky me, because I basically just buy the cheapest lights I can find. And, they last a couple years, maybe. And then, but they're easy to replace because they sell them every year. So it's not like it's hard to find. But I just like that color combination. I guess that's what I kind of grew up with. So that's like home to me, to see that. So I guess I could go off on some total different tangents now that we started by talking about Christmas lights, which I didn't plan to. There's much speculation on the actual birth date of Jesus, like wildly. I think anywhere between December and April or something like that. Maybe it goes even wider than that. And there's lots of debates on really kind of even decorating. And I've gone down that hole as well, a hole that's suitable for rabbits. And I gotta say, I don't really worry about it. I've heard every polarizing side of the topic as far as celebrating Christmas or not, and the what do we call it? The ritual of it all. But like just about everything in this world, it really comes down to a simple choice about what we do that for. And for me, I'm just really naturally not that materialistic. But don't get me wrong, I am. I mean, who doesn't like some amazing gift on Christmas? You know, but for me, it's not about like how much it costs either. It's just about the value. I don't know, not the value. It's another money term. The meaning behind it. So for me, it could literally be like a card. Actually, I had this experience for my birthday this year. I got from my son, he mostly put it together. There was a few people that signed it, but he took the time and combined what a few other people wanted to say for my birthday card, and just had to give it to me in a crowded room too. And I got all choked up. I mean, I kind of lost it for like 5 seconds, but then reeled it back really quick. It's usually just like, if it's one of those moments, it hits me hard, and then I can get my composure back. But everybody noticed it, but just, you know how teenagers and kids, I'm losing my mic here. You know how kids and young adults are nowadays. They don't always feel connected tightly to your emotions, and they're distracted. I mean, that's how teenagers have always been. So it's not just today, but it's unique these days, that's for sure. But anyhow, side tangent. He just really put in the effort to that card, and really he came up with the right words to make the impact, you know. And I'm not going to read it or share it later either, but I'm sure you've all had those experiences where somebody caught you off guard with like perfect gift. Now, yeah, I'm selfish on those kind of gifts, right? They're usually few and far between, but that's part of the reason why they're so good. So anyway, I guess I don't have to hold my phone up if it's dark anyway. So this is now an audio file. Welcome back again. So that was like a side tangent weaved into another tangent and then down another street. Now let's circle it all back, bring it back together now, back to the original topic of Christians who debate just Christmas, its origination, the date, pretty much a lot of the main factors. So with that being said, let me go back to what I was saying. Biblically, it's really similar to so many other things in this world, that it really comes down to our heart. And if we're going to celebrate it, what are we celebrating? How? Why? All that stuff. So it's really not for us to judge others on what they do. Now, on the other hand, if they are obviously making it all about the tree and the gifts and Santa Claus hits, that's a different story. That's very clear. We can discern that. is not how you should be celebrating Christmas. So there we go. I think that topic's covered. That feels okay. How about you guys? Donna knows what I mean. See what I mean? So sometimes I make the titles for these videos just far enough advance that I forget what I was going to talk about. But I feel like this time of year, it's easy to bounce around to some different topics, or it is for me. I would say November, December are kind of like the deep thought months for me. I mean, I do it all year long, but for me, there's like something special about it spiritually. Maybe it's partly just getting ready for a new year or wondering what the new year is going to be like. But it's colder, you know, you just kind of want to stay inside sometimes and stay warm and do something cool, like me, make music. But of course, that's all year round. So I don't know, just lots of different topics to think about as you close another year. Here we go. I'm back for a few seconds. There's your favorite dog, or one of them, Cassie, or as I like to call her, Casanova, because she's so loving, unless you're a stranger. And then she's Cujo, but she's never bit anybody. She'll just make you think that she's going to bite you. And she's done that to a few people, and yikes. I was about as scared as the person she growled and stopped in their tracks. But no, she's not. She's never bitten anybody, and I'm glad for that. I did get her when she was almost 2 years old. So, like a lot of dogs in that situation, she didn't have the greatest puppyhood. And so it took her a while to really kind of chill out with me, you know, having a safe home and everything. Because German Shepherds are already so territorial and kind of high strung. They can be anyway, as far as it's like they're always on duty. That's how I describe it. They are duty 24/7, except when they're sleeping or rolling around because there's nothing to worry about. So I forget where I was going with that. But anyway, she's been the best dog I've ever had. Just loyal. She learned a lot of commands, even though nowadays, in her older age, I just kind of let her do whatever she wants. I'm like, you have graduated. Just enjoy smelling and peeing on stuff. And she does. She enjoys it very much. So, yeah, we just try to enjoy the walks, and now it gives me time to do lives. So I guess it's good for both of us. But she's 11 and she's got kind of the same energy as she did all along. So I think I said something about taking care of business is going to be rolling up big time into 2025. And yeah, everything surrounding Trump is looking amazing. Like, honestly, best case scenario, pretty much, with the people that he's bringing onto the team. And then on the opposing side, the people that have been twisting words and doing all kinds of crazy things the last 4 years, they have dug their own hole, and now they're like slipping down into it with every passing day. And if you look back in hindsight, it's really been the entire 4 years, just a little at a time. It's hard to even, like 4 years ago, to me, seems like a decade because of all the shifts and changes and, let's just say, waking up for everybody on a lot of different things. And technology has had a pretty big part of that too, by the way. And I like to point that out because some people are just like, oh, technology is inherently evil and it's just going to destroy us, like the AI topic or something. But it really does matter who's in control of it, because I mean, people used to talk like that about the computer, but then look how many decades have passed and people are still using it for good and people are still using it for bad. So it's just like one of those things that's never going to change in this world. He thinks his picks are kind of weird. Well, let's say they are very unique, and it's a different approach from, well, everybody before him pretty much, but even different before previous Republicans. So it's not your just business as usual group of people. And from everything I know about everybody so far, I think they're good people who want to do the best for us. Not some other country, but for us, capital US. So, like always, there will be debates and people will be upset about this or that. But let's just all hope for crazy progress, because I don't care what color they are as far as red or blue, orange, green, purple. I really don't care. As long as they get stuff done. And we need a lot of things fixed. So that's what I'm hoping and praying for. I'm too old for major changes. Oh, well, of course, I wasn't talking about major changes that were bad in any way. We all want good big changes. And if only a few of those big changes were things like more money for all of us in our pockets, and I don't know, I could probably list a lot of things, but I mean, honestly, if everybody had more money and wasn't sweating bills and stuff so much, that would, just that one thing alone would really improve morale, let's call it, to use kind of a military term. But it's about morale, you know? We walking around with 350 million people stressed all the time because they're working constantly, just trying to pay the bills, whatever. Or is life pretty good and people can pursue what they love more instead of, punching a clock? So I really don't personally believe in doing the normal sort of Monday, Friday job unless it's something that you love and want to do. Otherwise, this is just me because I've lived it firsthand. I can say this from experience that I would rather be homeless than just doing some job that I hated. I would rather be working on my own business, my own goals, which are partly humanitarian, I might add. I have plenty of flaws, but that is one thing that I do love doing, is just serving other people and blessing them. And so for me, it was kind of an obvious dot to connect that I wanted to be my own boss so I could have control over when I took a break, if I went out of town, if I needed to, I don't know, just focus on one project for a week, because as a musician, that kind of stuff does happen. And you want to be able to just focus on nothing but that. I love our country too, Donna. Thanks for commenting. Where's everybody else? My husband and I live on Social Security in one of the poorest states in the country. It's tough sometimes. Yeah, it is tough. And it's only gotten tougher. And so I'm a firm believer it shouldn't be that way. And the money really, the money is the power and the stress if you're on the other end of it, which really way more than half of the population has been the last few years. Because even people that make a lot more money, like a lot of people in California, their bills are also crazy higher too. So, it's like that with the big cities. But so even the, higher middle class, rich, with the prices of everything, even they're probably, kind of tight compared to where they were a couple years ago. One more time, now that we're back, the early Christmas light show. And to Cassie, but it's kind of dark out here. There, maybe you can see her. So, and actually my son's band is practicing. I don't know if you can hear this at all. Well, they're in between songs right now, but my son's band is jamming. And they only got another, I think, 20 minutes before it'll be time to eat. So, yeah. Oh, you heard him? Okay, good. Teresa, you're back. Welcome. Oh, good. You got to see the lights. Just lights down the sidewalk, going up the driveway, and around the garage door. So that was day one, Christmas lights. And I don't know, maybe next week sometime I'll throw up some more. I just kind of go at my own pace. Part of the reason why I like to start early. But my neighbor across the street inspired me a few days ago, putting up their twinkle lights. And so last year I was the first by far, like a month in advance. But this year a new neighbor beat me to it. So I was actually really happy to see that. See more involvement, make the neighborhood pretty, That's what I like about it. So, yep, I'm just looking at everything right now, November, December, as just kind of prep for next year, which I'm believing is going to be a lot of good things. But whatever it is, I don't want to wait to see what happens to do certain things. So that's what I need to end with. I need to finish this live stream adventure, Night Shift, by just mentioning my new channels again. Only one is actually new, but the other one I haven't talked about much either here. So the brand new one, I posted as a regular post earlier today, but it's called Savina Music. You just add music to the end and you'll find it. It's brand new as of this morning, basically. And I just got a couple of videos on there, but it's going to be a continuation of what I do here, really. And it's just going to be a backup, but also a primary, because I'm probably going to do a lot more original stuff there, even as far as the Pastor Bob Elvis videos. So those are going to keep coming. And as I find new videos to share with you all, I'm going to put something together and share it because it'll be too good not to. So, and probably 𝐠𝐴𝐵, of course, and George Magazine and TCB updates. But I'm just kind of going with the flow. Like I told you guys like 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago when I started doing so many Elvis videos, is that I know I'm going to hit a point where I'm done doing it every day because there's so many videos we've seen. And so many you can still watch on the playlist. Look for the playlist. You may only have 4 or 5 days left to watch it. So go on my playlist of this channel and look for Bob Joyce and Elvis Presley is the name of it. And it's almost 250 videos, I think. So it's super easy to just play as many as you want. You don't have to search around. I've done the work for you. And like I'm saying, it literally could be down to the last 4 or 5 days before I have to get rid of that playlist or something, because it did cause me some problems. And I was bad, and I know it. But, I didn't really do anything different than anybody else did. I just, it wasn't something that they wanted me to do. So either way, I've been having fun with it. And, okay, sorry, going on a lot of tangents tonight, but there's a lot to talk about. So Savina Music. So same name as this channel, but just add music at the end, and you have my secondary channel. Hopefully that makes it easy. And then the other one is INFJ, and then genius at the end, like the end of genius, but it's all one word. So capital INFJ with a J instead of a G. And that channel is not new, but I probably only put maybe 30 videos on it and wasn't using it that much until really the last few weeks as well. So check out that channel too. You can usually find the name of it too in my video descriptions, but it's INFJ and then genius, lowercase at the end, for genius, but it's with a J. So INFJenius. And I just put a new video on there today, about 20 minutes long. And of course, that channel is going to be focused a lot on INFJs and 16 personalities and I guess psychology stuff. But once I'm able to live on there, I will probably also do more of this kind of stuff, or just pretty much the same thing, talking about the topic, but doing it live rather. And yeah, I'll just keep going with the flow. It's good to have some backup channels. And so I'm glad I did that years ago, even though I really I could have put a lot more videos on there, but I was really focused on the R app and the T app, which shall remain nameless. But yeah, I'm really bad about promoting myself, and I forget to do it even half the time. But Matt Savina Music and INF Genius, please, if you can hop over and support those, because I can't even do certain functions on YouTube, as probably a lot of you know, until I hit 1,000 subscribers, and it's like 4,000 watch hours. So it seems like a lot. It kind of is, but if enough of you support and bounce over there and basically just subscribe and watch a few videos, then bam, I'll be there in no time. And it's really just like a safeguard for me too to have some other channels, because as I found out last week, I kind of had a big surprise on this one, and I got busted, and I was guilty. I was indeed. So I admit my faults. I'm learning from my mistakes. I got spoiled with the T app and the R app because I could just reshare however I wanted, and nobody cared, no problems. So, but I do get it, and I'm fine with playing by the rules, as long as it's, you really should have equality in that arena, right? So yeah, as long as everybody's playing by the same rules, I'm totally good with rolling with things. And I mean, YouTube is where it started for me too. So even though I experimented, I am really gonna buy an amazing mic next week. Like maybe I'll pay $50 instead of $25. That's about all it takes nowadays. But I'm gonna have a great mic. You guys are gonna hear me even better, and I'm not gonna have to mess with this every 10 minutes. And I'm gonna get a refurbished computer, so I'm gonna be able to work a lot faster. One of my big problems was being able to put out videos fast in the manner that I wanted to. So I've had to compromise and do less than what my ability really is. I love creating the original stuff, but it's when you're already streaming 24/7 on 4 different channels, and you just don't have enough equipment to process all of it. That's what we're really talking about if we want to talk computer nerd stuff, which I'm really not. But all the processing power and the storage, you got to have that to be able to do whatever you want with videos and stuff. So so I've been working around the problems, but excited and blessed to do more. So, oh, sorry, I wasn't keeping up with the comments. Winged Eternally is in the house. Who is they? Oh, geez, sorry. I already forgot which they that was. You sure have great quality. Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, this mic would be fantastic if it was just staying in place, but I kind of MacGyvered this mic from other parts that I had, and repairs and such is not something I like doing. So I'll do a little bit, but I'd rather just buy a quality piece of gear and use it instead of fixing stuff. So anyhow, that was some tangents there, and I'm about to finish up. But like I said, if you could please support on the other channels to help me get them to the point where I can live stream, I can do whatever I want, like I've been doing here, then I will only be able to do more content for you guys and more music. Another big goal of mine is more music and more music videos. So, okay, I'm going to wrap it up here. My nose is sniffling, but it's not that cold, but still. Yeah, it's very dark. Sorry. That's why if I do a video at night like this, I started putting night shift on it because I don't want anybody to expect it's going to be like a normal video. I'm just kind of hanging out and talking about whatever topics. Do you know when Trump will sign the bill for people to come back? No, we're we're all waiting on that. So that's one of those things we got to wait for. I don't know, February, March. I'm guessing it wouldn't take too long because I think so many things have already been planned so far in advance. So it's going to be like, okay, let's just do the schedule now. So let's give it a few more months and then we'll see where we're at. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up and feed this dog who is also in the dark. But remember the new channels, Matt Savina Music and INF Genius. So throw some supports and or some subscribes and supports that way. And I will repay you with free content galore. More Pastor Bob and Elvis and music and talking about topics and 8,000 tangents. So that's the thing now. And I do it a little differently on each of those channels, but it's like this. It's just different topics. So, Lori, welcome. Lori, Trump never did say he would do that. I would say, yeah, you're probably right. I don't think he said it. It's been more speculation by other people. I've heard some other influential people talk about it, and honestly, I can't remember exactly what was said or who said it, other than 𝐠𝐮𝐬. Of course, I remember, but we'll wait and see. I'm not saying for sure it's going to happen, but I'm saying there's definitely been talk and possibilities are out there. What is the new VIP offers? Well, for this channel, that was if you wanted to have some extras every month, like extra videos. You get to see new releases earlier than everybody. You know, kind of the standard things that artist channels will have, artist VIP channels like Patreon and stuff like that. But once I realized I could just do it on YouTube, I figure it's easier for everybody to just have it in one place. Even though I do use Buy Me a Coffee, but it just didn't really pan out very well as a VIP site because I don't know, nobody was familiar with it. Nobody wanted to use it. So I'm basically just doing that on YouTube now. This channel for now, but once the others get bigger, then I could probably offer it on any of them the same. So yeah, he's talking about basically a bill being passed that would protect people who went into hiding or fake their death and not have to worry about being contacted or harassed by paparazzis or lawyers or anybody. So that would be people that were like we're speculating with Pastor Bob. He could come out essentially of it actually being him. And I mean, try to live the same life he is now, but we know it'll change if that happens. But I think because of his age, though, it's probably like if it is him and he comes back, you think about it, 90 years old or almost 90, he's not going to have the same crazy fans as back then, like the teen sensation, you know. So it would still be ginormous news, no doubt. And but I think just revival is going to be the added benefit of that more than anything. So, hi Irma. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing a lot better today. like I said, I kind of hit the wall and had a little leg injury to go along with it. Nothing major, but and then the thing with YouTube happened, and that was like a day of, okay, now what are we going to do? But no, I'm doing a lot better. Thank you very much. And so for real, I should wrap this up. Wow, 40 minutes. That's pretty long for me. But yeah, it's because I am feeling better, and I'm very thankful for that. And my son's band was practicing anyway, so it's kind of nice to go outside away from the noise. I like the quiet. I think as long as the famous person would make a public statement, he's not going to be in the limelight like he was before, people will back off. Yeah, I don't think it'd really be that bad as far as chaotic, because of his age, because of how old he is. That does make a lot has changed since he was well known in the spotlight, even though he still has as many fans as ever, but it's just different now. So, okay, gonna wrap it up. Teresa, thanks for the prayers and support, and winged eternally. You guys are awesome. Tim Morales, God bless, and Maranatha. Amen. Amen, buddy. So, good days are ahead. Stay thankful, happy, joyful, no stress. Cut things out of your life if you don't need, or if it's just, it's not good for you. And just baby steps, one little step at a time. Keep climbing up, and it's only going to be better for you. So, God's doing great things. And one last time, and then I'm really going to try to leave, okay? Don't stop me. Matt Savina Music and 𝐼'𝐯𝐶. Those are my two newer channels. If you can sub, you don't got to like anything, just sub it and watch a video while you're there, or watch a little bit of a video, because then once I can live stream on anywhere, it's going to be probably more fun for everybody, because it'll be a little bit more like INFJ focused, right? Or if I'm here, it's going to be about like current events and Bob or something, or just rambling about every topic. And then the other Matt Savina Music, that's, I don't know, maybe going to be a little bit more legit original channel. So I can try to make them a little bit more specific. So I guess there's 3 channels now. So thanks for supporting and all that, and watching as always. And I'm going to keep this rolling. I'm going to keep doing it. So I've made up my mind. Probably at least the next 3 to 6 months, I can promise you guys I'm going to keep doing live and everything, and try to throw music in there too. So, okay. I'll see you guys later. Have a good rest of the weekend. A blessed Sunday coming up. Good night, and peace out.